Imagine a garden, it's bathed in warm sunshine. Gentle sea breezes carry the scent of salt and sea. This is the magic of a beach garden, a place where the wild beauty of the coast meets the tranquility of a garden. The sound of waves crashing against the shore creates a soothing melody. Beach gardens offer a unique sense of peace and tranquility. They are a sanctuary for both the soul and the senses. Creating a beach garden is about capturing the essence of the coast. It's about mirroring the natural beauty of the seaside. Designing a beach garden is an adventure. It's about working with nature, not against it. The key is to embrace the elements. Use them to your advantage. Start with the basics: sand, wind, and salt. Sand is your canvas. It's the foundation of your beach garden. Use it to create pathways, seating areas, and even raised beds. Wind is your sculptor. It will shape your plants and create a sense of movement. Choose plants that can withstand strong winds. Salt is your spice. It can be challenging, but it also adds character. Opt for salt-tolerant plants. When planning your beach garden, think about the sun. Coastal gardens often receive plenty of it. Choose plants that thrive in full sun. Water is another important factor. Consider installing a water feature to attract birds and other wildlife. Remember, a beach garden should be a reflection of its surroundings. Use natural materials like driftwood, shells, and stones. These elements will enhance the coastal vibe. Pathways are the veins of your garden. They guide you. They invite exploration. In a beach garden, pathways should be organic and natural. Sand is an obvious choice. It's soft underfoot and evokes the feeling of the beach. Create winding pathways. Let them meander through your garden. This will add a sense of discovery and intrigue. For a more stable path, consider using stepping stones. Set them in sand or gravel. Another option is to use wooden planks or boards. This creates a more defined look. Make sure the wood is treated to withstand the elements. Line your pathways with low-growing plants. This will create definition and visual interest. Remember, pathways should be both beautiful and functional. They should lead you somewhere. Whether it's a seating area, a water feature, or simply a different part of the garden. Let your pathways guide you on a journey through your beachside paradise. Choosing the right plants is crucial for any garden, but for a beach garden, it's even more important. You need plants that can tolerate salt spray, strong winds, and sandy soil. Think about the colors of the coast, the blues of the ocean, the greens of the seagrass, the silvery hues of driftwood. These colors should inspire your plant choices. Start with a base of green. Ornamental grasses are a great option. They add movement and texture, plus they can handle the wind. For pops of color, consider succulents. They come in a variety of shapes and sizes. Plus, they're drought-tolerant, making them perfect for coastal gardens. Don't forget about flowering plants. Lavender, sea holly, and beach roses are all good choices. They add fragrance and color to your garden. When selecting plants, consider their mature size. You don't want your plants to overcrowd each other. Section 5. The rhythm of the tides incorporating water features. Water is the lifeblood of the coast, so it's only natural to incorporate water features into your beach garden. The sound of water trickling or cascading is incredibly soothing. It adds another layer of sensory delight to your garden. A simple fountain can make all the difference. Choose one that complements the style of your garden. Place it where you can enjoy the sound of the water. For a more natural look, consider a small pond. Line it with rocks and plants to create a natural habitat. You might even attract frogs and dragonflies. If you have the space, a waterfall can be a stunning addition. The sound of the water cascading over rocks is incredibly relaxing. Remember, safety first. If you have young children, consider a shallow water feature or a pond with a safety net. Water features should enhance your garden, not pose a hazard. Section 6. Treasures of the shore, adding coastal accents and decor. A beach garden is all about capturing the spirit of the coast, and what better way to do that than by adding some nautical-themed decor. Think driftwood, seashells, sea glass, and even old buoys. These elements add a touch of whimsy and personality to your garden. Don't be afraid to get creative. Use driftwood to create sculptures or trellises. Fill glass jars with seashells and sea glass. Place them around your garden for a touch of coastal charm. Old buoys can be painted and used as planters or simply as decorative elements. Seating is another important aspect of any garden. For a beach garden, choose furniture that's both comfortable and durable. Wicker, teak, and wrought iron are all good choices. Add some plush cushions for extra comfort. Place your seating area where you can enjoy the best views of your garden and the sea. Section 7. Taming the wild winds, erosion control for coastal gardens. Coastal gardens face a unique challenge. Wind erosion. The constant sea breezes can dry out the soil and even uproot plants. But don't worry, there are ways to combat this. One of the most effective methods is to plant a windbreak. This is a row of tall, sturdy plants that act as a barrier against the wind. Evergreen trees and shrubs are good choices for windbreaks. They provide year-round protection. Another option is to use fencing or trellises. These can be made from a variety of materials, such as wood, metal, or even bamboo. Just make sure they're strong enough to withstand the wind. Ground cover plants are also essential for erosion control. They help to stabilize the soil and prevent it from blowing away. Choose low-growing plants with strong root systems. Thriving in salty air. Choosing salt-tolerant plants. Salt spray is another challenge for coastal gardens. The salt can damage plant tissues and even kill plants. That's why it's crucial to choose salt-tolerant plants. These plants have adapted to survive in salty environments. They have thick, waxy leaves that help to repel salt spray. Some popular salt-tolerant plants include sea holly, lavender, rosemary, and succulents. When planting salt-tolerant plants, it's important to rinse them off with fresh water regularly. This will help to remove any salt buildup on the leaves. You can also create a barrier between your plants and the ocean by planting taller, more wind-resistant plants on the seaward side of your garden. Remember, even salt-tolerant plants have their limits. If you live in an area with particularly harsh conditions, you may need to provide your plants with some extra protection, such as a windbreak or a shade cloth. Maintaining your coastal sanctuary. Tips for lasting beauty. A beach garden, like any garden, requires regular maintenance, but the coastal environment presents some unique challenges. Here are a few tips to keep your beach garden looking its best. Watering sandy soil drains quickly, so you'll need to water your plants more frequently than you would in a traditional garden. Water deeply and less often to encourage deep root growth. Consider installing a drip irrigation system to conserve water. Fertilizing. The sandy soil in coastal areas is often lacking in nutrients. Fertilize your plants regularly with a slow-release fertilizer that's specifically designed for coastal gardens. Mulch is essential for any garden, but it's especially important in coastal gardens. Mulch helps to retain moisture in the soil, suppress weeds, and protect plant roots from extreme temperatures. Use a natural mulch, such as shredded bark or pine straw. Pruning. Regular pruning helps to keep your plants healthy and looking their best. Remove any dead, damaged, or diseased branches. You may also need to prune your plants to control their size and shape. Inspirational escapes. Real-life examples of beach-themed gardens. Looking for some inspiration for your own beach garden? Here are a few examples of stunning coastal gardens from around the world. The Coastal Maine Botanical Garden in Boothbay, Maine. This garden features a variety of different habitats, including a salt marsh, a rocky shore, and a sandy beach. The garden is home to a wide variety of plants, including many salt-tolerant species. The Monterey Bay Aquarium's gardens in Monterey, California. These gardens showcase the beauty and diversity of California's coastal plants. The gardens feature a variety of different habitats, including a redwood forest, a chaparral, and a sandy beach. The Kirstenbosch National Botanical Garden in Cape Town, South Africa. This garden is located on the slopes of Table Mountain and offers stunning views of the Atlantic Ocean. The garden is home to a wide variety of plants, including many endemic species. These are just a few examples of the many beautiful beach gardens around the world. Each of these gardens offers a unique perspective on coastal gardening. Use these examples as inspiration for your own beachside paradise. Conclusion. Creating your own beachside paradise. Creating a beach garden is a rewarding experience. It's a chance to connect with nature and create a space that's both beautiful and relaxing. By following the tips in this essay, you can create your own beachside paradise. Remember to embrace the elements, choose the right plants, and add some personal touches. With a little planning and effort, you can transform your backyard into a tranquil oasis that reflects the beauty of the coast. So put on your gardening gloves, grab your shovel, and let's get started.